Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my stream. Doing a special 2 nights in a row. I've been working days, so I've had some evenings off. So let's just get right to the radio stuff. Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf monitoring 144-250 from Chino.
Grabbed the wrong mic. Hello again, sir. AJ6BE.
Did you say hi to me in like 20 meters or something?
No, I keyed up Catalina.
Perfect. Now somebody's looking for me on Catalina.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. I figured it out before I did because I realized that the static didn't go away.
Excellent. I am streaming right now, so beware what you say.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Me neither. Thanks for the chat on the way home.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's always fun to be able to do that. So I was tinkering on the computer today, and I ran into a YouTube guy that reviewed a WFView.org software package for controlling radios. He talked to Fred and Ward. I assume you probably know about this already. Have you heard about it?
I have, and I do have that in a couple of my laptops.
What do you think? Have you played with it yet?
It was probably the simplest software I used for connecting a radio. Immediately I was able to connect to my radio, although I already have it set up for a server, so that was half the battle. But I can't get it to pass audio.
Huh, okay. I've got I keep forgetting what they call these things, a little laptop book, the one that only has a couple gigs of memory. I don't know if it'll be able to do it, but I'm trying to clear it off and see if I can get it well enough and take that with me when we take the motorhome out,
Actually, I want to correct myself. I can hear what's coming out of the radio, but I cannot talk. And I've done all the settings correctly, but for some reason it's not sticking. But it's very easy, very basic software. It's awesome that it's free, and it's actually better than the software I paid $139 from Icom.
Well, that's good to know, man. I'm gonna try and figure it out. See if I can't put it on this thing. If not, then it is what it is for now. I've got a work laptop. I don't have really a personal laptop that I can take with me camping that's got any power to it anyway.
You gonna hook it up to your 9700?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 97 or maybe even the 91 if it'll do it.
Yeah, I would say look online and follow all the settings for the radio and your router on the YouTube pages, and then start that software, the WFM or whatever software, and then it will work. It's basically just like the Icom software, but not clunky.
Okay. Yeah, the first thing I got to do is try and dump everything on this thing and get it updated. I haven't turned it on even in months. It's one of those things that you just never use until you need it.
Yep. I have one that I use for a proscan.org server, so I can listen to my scanner when I'm out of town.
Right on. Give me a minute here. I'm trying to figure out what stuff I need to uninstall. I'll be listening, but give me a minute. I'll be right back. AJ6BE.
No problem. Thanks for coming back to me. Keith, you out there? W6QXA to K6EGG.
What's up, Greg? W6GLA.
Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. Just getting ready to jump in the shower, and I turned the radio on, and there you are.
Excellent. Thanks for stopping by. Are you running your power right now? You seem a little lower signal than normal.
No, I'm running it. It must be conditions or something, because you seem stronger for some strange reason to me.
Very strange. The other day your dude hit me with like a S6, S7. Now it's around 4.
Well, I don't know. Hold on. Something's not right here. Well, maybe I should tune it up.
Sound tad a bit off frequency from where I was talking to Andy on. Were you able to hear Andy at all?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me try something.
That's you. There's tone. That's not a good sound in my ears. And for whoever's watching. That is very, very loud.
All right, that should be a better SWR, I hope.
Yeah, you're a little stronger there. Was that you with the tone?
That was, that's kind of how I tune up the amplifier, is I go to the USB RTTY or something like that, and it throws out a dead carrier, and then it allows me to tune.
Interesting. Never heard of that before.
Yeah, somebody told me about that, when you're tuning up on FM sideband, or not FM sideband, but on, HF sideband. Any sideband, you go to RTTY, and you can tune up that way.
I slid a little to follow you. Am I still tuned into you?
Sound better now. I mean, I know, every time I hear somebody, I have to either tune into them, and so it's kind of, you weren't that far off, so I figured I'd try and, just talk to you that way.
I slid about 6 kcs north. I was talking to Andy on 144-24997.
Okay, well, that was probably it then. Are you on 250 now?
25003.
That's close enough. Yeah, that's close enough. I mean, you can always tell when somebody's a little off frequency because they sound neither really tinny or they're, kind of, bassy. So you get right in between there and you got the sweet spot.
It is windy here, and I'm hearing you kind of wave in and out, so that might be conditions kind of changing. We're supposed to get some rain tonight, too, so that might be playing a little factor as well, as like you said earlier, it's probably conditions.
Yeah, that happens all the time. If it's windy and your antenna's swaying, it's going to go in and out. That happens to John down there in Phelan all the time. He'll be going in and out from an S1 to an S7. It's really weird.
Yeah, and sometimes let me get a little closer here. Sometimes he comes in super clear here, and sometimes I barely read him. In fact, on FM he comes in not as good as sideband, so it's really strange how this works. I'm hoping next couple weeks the propagation comes up, and we're able to make some pretty good contacts, and you'll be able to hear the guys down in Orange County.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, well, sometimes it's better at night too. Sometimes I hear people, certain people better during the day, and then sometimes I hear them better at night. So yeah, it just all depends.
Yep. Is that your dog in the background I hear?
You can hear that, huh?
Oh yeah, your audio sounds really clean, really loud too. So I can hear a little bit of background, like echo off your room or whatever you're in.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, there's probably somebody walking by our house with a dog or something, so she's getting all hyper.
So have you heard a Chris KN6NHZ at all by chance? I know he was out here a couple weeks ago, and it's been a couple days since I talked to you, so I just wondered if you heard him at all.
No, that's a negative. Is he the other Big Bear station up here?
Yeah, he said Sugarloaf, which is the Big Bear, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, Sugarloaf, Big Bear City, Big Bear Valley. I mean, it's all the same, pretty much.
What is your like cross streets or whatever? I guess you can say.
We're up here off of, I guess it's Barton and Imperial.
So you closer to Woodlands?
I'm not sure where that is.
How about Sugarloaf Park?
Yeah, we're up the street from that. Oh, geez. We're closer to the post office, if you know where that is.
Yep, I see it here on the map. I'm just trying to get a visual where you're at. I haven't been up there probably 15, 20 years.
Well, up until about 5 years ago when we moved up here, I just saw the name. I've never even visited Sugarloaf, and then we ended up buying here.
So do you take the 38 down?
Yeah, it just depends. We'll take the 38 if we want to go to Redlands, and then if we want to go to Apple Valley, we take the 18 down the backside. Roger.
How long does it take you to get to Redlands?
Oh, about an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, now when I go to Apple Valley, I can get down to Lucerne in about 30 minutes, and then to get to Apple Valley, it's another 30 minutes. So it's an hour that way, too.
Do you guys have a Costco up there or anything like that?
No, negative. In fact, our Kmart just closed, so we don't have anything up here now except for a couple of grocery stores.
So you're going down to hell for all that goodness.
Well, I order a lot of stuff on through the internet.
Get it shipped by UPS?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it comes through the post office, or sometimes it'll come FedEx, or one of those other ones. So I can't remember the name of it, but there's a couple different services up here. We don't get the Amazon trucks up here too often.
That's all I see down here. I don't see the UPS trucks very rarely now.
Yeah, that Amazon's really putting a hurt on a lot of those delivery services.
Speaking of which, I'm seeing their own airplanes taken off from Ontario, and more frequently and less frequently I'm seeing UPS planes.
Well, UPS is like the second largest air force in the United States. So you'll still see UPS planes. They got their own hub over on the other side of Ontario Airport, and they're pretty much in every other airport. They're at LAX, they're in Long Beach, they're in Orange County. I mean, they're in probably every major airport.
Yeah, I remember growing up, they redid let me see here, the southeast side of the airport for them. That's like their big old giant. I think I want to say they're a West Coast hub for Ontario. They're in, what's that, Anchorage?
Yeah, Ontario. Well, I know about that one because I used to work there, so that's where I retired from. But yeah, they got a big hub out of Ontario. But like I said, they've got planes in every airport. But yeah, that's one of the main distribution centers in Southern California.
Can you make contacts in the Barstow from where you're at?
I don't know that I have. I think I can hit a couple repeaters in Barstow, but that's about it.
What about like Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Indio, that sort of stuff? Maybe even Salton Sea down there. That might be getting a little too far, but anything in that direction?
Yeah, I can get the Palm Springs tram because that's up there pretty high. And then I've talked to a couple other guys out in Palm Desert. I've gotten all the way to Sandy Valley, Nevada, which is right around Pump. So, but I'm kind of limited.
And do you do that vertical?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. From Big Bear to Pahrump is a heck of a trip on vertical. So that's pretty impressive. Go ahead, comment.
This is Fred, K6EGG. Can you hit the Barstow link, the one that goes down Interstate 40 and the one that goes down Interstate 15? Can you hit that link? Do you know about that link?
I'm not real familiar with it, Fred.
Well, I'll look up the frequency for it. See if you can hit it. There's a frequency. If you hit that frequency, that'll talk you all the way into Arizona. And the other one will talk you into Nevada. And you pick it up there by Barstow if you can hit Barstow.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, I'd have to look at my book or, look on that, the thing on the computer. I've got an app on my phone that's, I think it's called Repeater Book or something like that. I see if I could find it in there.
No, I'll find it for you. Go ahead and talk. I'll give you the frequency. K6EGG.
Oh, no problem. No problem at all.
I don't think I can hit anything in the Barstow from where I'm at here.
Yeah, there's a couple hills in the way, I'm sure, but, it does help to be up to 7,100 feet where I'm at.
I'm surprised I can hit Curtis where he's at. I got a big, giant piece of dirt in the way between me and him.
Okay, ready to copy?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a second so the relay drops on my amp.
Okay, the frequency is 147, 180, 147, 180 plus, PL of 151.4, 151.4, and that will link you into the Newberry Springs, and also put you down to Ludlow into Needles.
Yeah, okay, I'll have to try that. I'm not sure if I have it programmed in the radio already. It looks familiar, but I'll definitely check it out, Fred. Thank you.
Yeah, I used to run that one all the time with the trucks. You key up on, you go down Interstate 15 and Interstate 40. They're linked together at the same time.
No, very cool, very cool.
Okay, go ahead, K6EGG. Who am I talking to anyway?
Yeah, it's Eric up here, W6GLA.
Oh, real good. You're 50 over S9 down here.
Wow, nice. Yeah, you're pretty strong today. I heard you earlier calling out.
Is that your new antenna?
Yes, it is. It's the GP9.
Oh, that GP9 I have my mic in down. I'm turning up. Is that a little bit better for you now?
Oh, yeah, you're always loud.
That GP9 is doing a good job. You like it?
Yeah, so far so good. I'm hitting a few more repeaters that I wasn't hitting before, so it must be working.
Yeah, well, I remember a couple months ago you said you don't want a high antenna because of the takeoff angle. You said you couldn't go down. That's what you told me.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I read. If you look at the GP6 and you look at the description, that's exactly what it says. So they say if you're going to be on a mountaintop, that's the best antenna to have. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, you can't believe everything you read.
Well, I'm just finding that out.
Well, that's what Tim said. Go bigger and better. Bigger is better. Ask any woman. She'll tell you.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think it's all in how you use it.
Now put some radios on there. Radios like I got, it'll be better yet.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, that's one of my plans. I got to bury another ground rod and put some radios on it.
Well, listen to old Fred. He won't steer you wrong, but you read those books. You got to listen to me because I proved it. I'm out here every day proving it. And what do they prove it? They're just trying to sell you an antenna. Say, now they got you. They sold you one, now they're selling you another one. They got you.
Yeah, but that's okay because I got a lot of friends up here that are looking to set something up. So the first antenna I had, I think, was a GP3. Then I bought the GP6. The GP3 I sold to a friend of mine that lives right down the street, and the GP6 I sold to a guy in the Fawnskin area, and then now I've got this one.
Yeah, well, 1980, I just bought the biggest one right away, and I still got the same antenna since 1980. That's the savings.
Hey, Fred.
Well, I've always had the GP9s at most of my homes, and I knew they worked good, but, I just figured I'd try something different, just because I read it, and, I'm kind of finding it a little different now.
Yeah, go ahead, Greg.
Sorry to break in. Are you set for narrowband or something?
Oh, yeah, I'm narrow. I'll widen up. Hold on. Okay, that better?
No change.
No change.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Widen up the filters. Well, I got another program. Maybe it's still narrow yet on the transmit.
Sounds like your transmit bandwidth is narrow.
Probably. I've been playing with it.
Well, if you play with it too much, you know what happens.
Well, usually outside, man, when we did the old days, we always went narrow. Talk further, receive further. You guys are used to FM being wide.
No, I mean, you don't sound like your normal self. You're loud, but you don't sound like full bandwidth, as I guess I should say.
Okay, does that sound normal now?
No.
Okay, I gotta go in the band. Okay, let me go back. K6 list.
Well, is he talking on a studio mic too? Yes.
I think he's on a stock mic.
No, okay. Yeah, I really like this M100 that I bought for the radio. Boy, this thing's really nice. I like it.
Yeah, it really changed your audio. You're a lot louder, and then you could feel you're squeezing through the band right now, which is weird because Fred normally sounds like that too, just like normal stock or whatever.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, he sounds kind of the same, a little bit more narrow. I've heard him a little bit more fuller, but you sound, it's hard on sideband for some reason to get that. I don't know. I mean, I know you have a studio mic, and you can usually tell.
Yeah, he said he was messing with some of the settings, so he might have taken himself out of transmit wide.
Yeah, copy that.
I remember Ward, he got his radio, and he was transmitting on transmit narrow for like 2 months before he realized.
Is that the way the radio comes out of the factory?
I can't remember, but I remember setting mine to wide. I read the manual front to back before I really kind of turned it on and stuff, so I remember that's some of the settings I wanted to make sure was right. So he might have just turned it on and went for it, so you never know. I mean, I wouldn't have known if I would have read.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, that radio's pretty cool, the 9700. It's got a lot of features that I didn't really realize, but I don't know. If I had to do it all over again, I'd probably get one of those.
Yeah, just the killer for me is the crossband repeat. No crossband repeat like my TS-2000. I really enjoyed that because then I can kind of basically use that as a little repeater, private repeater, which was really nice.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, I had a TS-2000. I had a couple of them actually, and I know some of the earlier ones had some issues with it, and then the one that I got another later version of it and kind of liked it, but yeah, the receive wasn't as good as some of the other radios. Like I had a 746, 746 Pro, and it just seemed like those were better receivers.
I didn't notice any change.
Any change yet?
No change.
Okay, is there a change right there?
I did not hear any change.
It's off to sharp. How about that? No, wrong filter.
So what's he hitting you at there, Greg?
A little more signal than you. He's about a let me see here, just about an S6.
Okay, and then I'm still back down from where I'm normally at.
Yeah, you're usually about an S6. You're about an S4, peaking in between, like just above 4.
Wow, that's really weird. Well, it's got to be conditions, because it's been windy up here, too.
Yeah, right before and during the storm is always kind of weird, so I'm going to go with that, at least.
Yeah, copy that. Well, I got you peaking about 6, S6, maybe 7, and then it drops off to 5, so I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Is that my normal, what's it called, signal?
Well, it's hard to say what normal is. Sometimes I pick you up real good, and other times you're lower. Like I heard you earlier, and you were about an S4, and so you're a little stronger than you were before.
Earlier today?
It was either today, I think you were on today, or maybe it was yesterday when I heard you. I think it was yesterday.
I was on my mobile on 5.2 earlier, and I was on this frequency last night, so it may have been last night.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was Friday night. That's right.
I've been getting off early, but I have to wake up at like 4 a.m. tomorrow or whatever, so I'm doing mornings the next couple mornings.
No, that's no fun. Yeah, I'm going to be out in the forest again tomorrow. We're going out on the Jeep patrol, so I got to get up and leave at 8.
I'll be a couple hours, 3 hours into my day by then.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I'm sure you don't miss that.
No, I do not. I remember when I was in the Marine Corps and going through boot camp, boy, that was a wide awakening for you. That was something else.
They have you up at like 3:45 every morning?
Yeah, it seemed early. You know, it just depends on what they had us doing. I mean, we would do, they'd get us up early, we'd do some drilling, and then we'd do that for a couple hours. Then we'd go get breakfast, and then we'd go do some more drilling, and a couple other maneuvers and stuff. And then we'd go get lunch, and then some more drilling and some more maneuvers, and then we'd get dinner, a little bit more drilling, and then off to bed.
Okay, how's that?
I don't hear a difference.
What radio are you on, Fred?
I was at 3 kcs wide, now I'm at 3.6. I'm a lot wider now. Okay, I went to sharp there, 3.6 kcs wide. How's that right there?
Hey, Fred, what radio are you on?
9700.
You need to change your TBW to wide. So hit function, and then TBW, if you touch it, it'll go from wide to medium to narrow. Make sure it says wide. Yep, function, and on the first page it should have a TBW, Tom Bravo Whiskey, TBW.
I am wide.
Oh, that's strange.
I'm wide right now, and I'm wide on the filter.
No, I have no idea what's messed up.
And you're hearing what I'm hearing too, Andy, right?
Yeah, it definitely sounds narrow for some reason. It's weird.
Well, it's wide. Let me shut the radio off and back on again. Let me try that. KN6 West.
There you go, AJ6BE.
That always works in my world.
Control-Alt-Delete.
Okay, any difference right there?
Negative.
What, does it sound narrow?
Yeah, it sounds like you're on narrowband for some reason. It's really weird.
Sound narrow now?
It sounds the same.
Okay, I changed it now to narrow. Can you hear the difference now?
It sounds the same to me.
Okay, it's not changing then.
I think you need to throw your radio away.
I'll give you $50 for it. Maybe there's a reset on the thing. Maybe you can reset it.
Reset what?
I don't know. Do the 9700s have like a reset feature on it? Does anybody know?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's got resets on it.
You won't lose all your memory and everything?
Well, no, partial.
I would try resetting it if you don't, lose your memories. But other than that, I've got no ideas, man.
Factory default.
Yeah, he's normally booming in here.
All right, hey guys, I'm going to jump out of here so I can hear that Andy wherever he is. He's not moving my meter, but I can hear him. Anyways, I'll catch you later there, Greg and Andy and Fred. Well, maybe I'll talk to you later tonight. W6GLA.
Take care, Eric. Have a good evening, buddy. K6EGG here.
And yeah, AJ6BE from Norco. We'll catch you next time.
Okay, can you hear me tonight, Andy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
You got to wait for my relay to unkick. Give me about a second after I key up.
I'm sorry, I'm terrible with that quick keying thing. I've got you about an S1, but I've got a pretty low noise level today, so yeah, I've got you no problem.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I was just wondering because you're not registering either, but I can hear your audio's fine. So anyways, okay, 7-3s. I'll talk to you guys later. W6GLA.
Okay, I did a reset. That better?
That sounds better to me.
Really?
Yeah, it does sound a little better.
I did a partial reset.
It also probably lowered your mic gain, Andy. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, it's still loud, but yeah, probably from usual.
Wow. Got my mic gain down. It usually got louder. Okay, I'll roll it down. Mic gain down now.
No, I think it was down. You need to go up. What are you at right now?
I'm at 39. Here's where I normally run it right there.
It sounds more Fred-like.
Right there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, my usual settings. And it's funny, the filter on this thing is, let me check the filter. Hold on. The filter's 3 kc wide. While ago I was at 3.6.
It has a transmit filter?
Oh, yeah.
I guess I haven't played with that yet. I've played with the receive, but never the transmit.
286-2XA, listening.
Go ahead, Keith. You're on the air.
Hey, it's all right with you guys. I'd like to do a little radio check. I'm on my little 818, and I got a new mic compressor on it. I want to see how it's doing.
Sounds like your other radio to me.
Okay, I widened up my filter now. Is that better now?
It sounds good now, Fred. Whatever you did fixed it.
Yeah, well, reset, and I'm wide filter now. Now listen to the audio. I'm going to go back where it was. Whoa, I changed my default. I'm sorry. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's the filter. It's 30.0 kC wide, 3.0 kC wide, and that's 3.6. Can you tell the difference?
I don't hear it on my end.
Okay. Ooh, it changed again. Hold on, I moved the vehicle again. It's real tricky when you do this. Okay, I narrowed down the filter. Okay, right there. That's 2.2, 2.2. That's 2.1, 2.1, 2.2, 2.2, 2.3. There's a good side mount sensor right there. 2.4, 2.8, 3.0, 3.6. You hear the difference?
I'm not hearing a difference on that. Is anyone else?
I'm not hearing a difference either.
That's just for receive only. Okay.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the receive one. I didn't know if it had a transmit one or not.
I thought it did. Okay, go on with your Q. Go ahead, Chief. KS6 West.
Well, like what I like to do, I'm on a little 818, and I got a new speech mic compressor on it. I can get a check on it to see how it sounds with it on, with it off.
You're clipping. You're clipping.
I don't hear him clipping here.
He was clipping at me.
Maybe that's too close to the mic. Is that better? Testing 1, 2, 3.
You weren't clipping that time, but your audio doesn't sound real clear to me for some reason.
It doesn't sound clear. It does sound clear.
It doesn't. It almost sounded overmodulated. What did you do different?
I've got a mic compressor that I bought for this thing, but my linear's clicking on and off big time, so maybe my linear's clicking,
That's what I said. You're clipping. I said you're clipping.
Yeah, I'm kind of hearing that too. You might check your connections. Maybe it's doing the same thing it did the other day when the wires got warm.
Yeah, maybe you're overdriving it. Maybe you're overdriving it.
Stop driving with 2.5 watts.
Oh.
So it's sounding okay out here in Sherman Oaks.
What's it?
Sherman Oaks.
Sounds good in Laverne.
Hello there, Laverne.
Hey, we got a new Laverne station out there.
I'm not sure he's new. I feel like we've talked to him before, but come on in. The water's nice.
Kilo Delta 6, Zulu Lima Victor, Scott Laverne. Not new, just chiming in. Keith sounds good. Fred's doing his adjustment. I got Keith at about a 3, and I got Fred around a 5, and then I got Lou out there, and Lou's doing well as well.
What was the call again? Kilo Delta 6?
KD6 ZLV Z Lima Victor.
I don't think we've talked. This is Greg, K6EGG. So you're new to me. Sorry about that.
No, we've never talked. I don't recognize that call sign as well, but I talked to Fred and Keith and Lou out there in Sherman Oaks quite a bit. So thought we would chime in and heard you guys in the background.
I'm sorry, were you ZRV as in Victor?
Kilo Delta 6 Zulu Lima Victor Scott Laverne.
Lima, sorry about that. What's his face? Lou keyed with you, like the 2 times you said it.
What amplifier are you running, Keith?
Mirage.
What, the one you bought for me?
No, the Mirage.
Oh, that little one you run in your car?
No, the Mirage.
The Mirage. What's the model number of the Mirage?
E215G. E215G. Yeah, did you say 2518G as in George?
Bravo. 215 Golf.
You guys doubled there.
I'll try again. Bravo 215 Golf.
B215.
B215G Golf.
What radio are you driving it with?
King.
What? You key up and wait a second. What radio are you driving it with?
K6EGG.
Oh, K6EGG 818. Okay. How much power does that amp put out?
About 120 watts on this power.
Where'd you get that amp from?
This thing for probably 3 months.
What's that?
I've had this amp for probably about 3 months.
Well, who'd you get it from?
I told you about it months ago.
You're breaking up. What's that?
Let me switch this to lid here.
Is he breaking up to you?
Yeah, it sounds like he's clipping a little bit.
He's clipping on me. He's clipping.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, he's clipping.
You know, those Mirage amplifiers, you might have to turn the mic gain down slightly.
And I also heard someone way down in the background as well.
Hey, Keith, shut the amp off and talk. Man, when you shut it off, he went off. I don't hear him at all either. He's not talking here, Ron. He's close to me.
We'll see you guys later. K6EGG clear. You guys have a good one. Enjoy the QSA.
Okay, thank you very much for coming in. Come back again, you hear?
Hey, Scott, also, we're on YouTube tonight, K6EGG. Type in K6EGG. You'll be able to find it on YouTube.
All right, very well. I'm going to head off to the driving range and hit some golf balls, so you guys have a good one. Enjoy the evening.
See you, Scott. Take care, bud. AJ6BE, clear and listening.
K6EGG, you guys have a good one. 73.
What happened to you, Keith? Something happened.
Well, he said he was going to switch it over to linear for a second. You know, something might have happened.
Hey, Ron, you hearing everybody up there? No, Greg don't got no beam. He's on a ground plane. Did you hear that, Greg? He thought you had a beam.
What's a ground plane?
You don't have a ground plane?
It's just a normal vertical.
A ground plane. You don't have no beam.
I can't even hear Ron.
I can hear you. Yeah, Ron, he has a vertical ground plane. Yeah, he can hear you once in a while there, Greg.
I hear something way down in the background. That's when I jumped in real quick when you were testing with Keith, and I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, but he was clipping. I'm close to him. I could hear that amplifier. It was clipping. Bup, 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 bup. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, did you hear that? My friend said, take some of the bass out of your radio and add a little treble. He can hear you better. You know how to do that, Greg? Go in your program there, this is USB, and take the bass out, 1-notch bass out, and add 2 clicks to the treble, plus. You're making it down here fine.
You got me now? Is that any better?
Ron, can you hear him better?
I can hear him now.
He says you're still bassy to him.
I have the bass turned down.
Did you put some treble to it?
I did.
You put treble to it, Ron. Took the bass out. Oh, yeah. You need Q-tips? I will. Did you hear him any better up there, Ron? You had a good copy on Keith. Okay. Go ahead, Keith. What happened to him? Hey, Greg, I thought it was your turn to watch him today.
Nah, he's an adult. He can watch himself.
Well, he was 5'5" over here in Sherman Oaks, and then he just dropped out to nothing.
I don't know what's happened. Maybe he's having a barbecue on the amplifier. I'm going to look toward Long Beach now.
I looked towards Long Beach. I didn't see any smoke.
Is this Ward?
Hey, Fred, how you doing?
Yeah, when you get time, no big hurry. Send me some pictures of your installation. I talked to Hap today.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll get some of that for you.
Yeah, I told what you're doing. You also told me the Mobile, the one that had the mag mount, and he noticed that what me and you were talking about. You noticed the one with the mag mount couldn't hear as good as the other ones that had the permanently hole in the roof. It couldn't hear as good. And I said, I told you that.
Okay, well, at least they were able to communicate, right?
Yeah, they were communicating up there, but he said the one in the mag mount ain't work as good. I said, well, it ain't ever going to work as good.
Okay, roger that. I'll be listening. Hey, Don, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Just relaxing. Been all day in the backyard doing pool maintenance and repairs, so not a fun day.
You need a day off.
Yeah, at least I got it done by 5, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay, just want to say hi.
Thanks for doing that. Good to hear from you, W6WWD.
All right, this is WA6QXA. We're back on the air. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, what happened?
I was saying the linear was clipping, so I put out that linear, put another linear in. This only draws about 50, 60 watts. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Greg, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a lot lower than you were.
Yeah, this linear only puts out about 50 watts. The other one puts out probably about 110, 120 watts. So it was clipping, though. I don't know. I got to look into it, why it's causing that. I don't know what the deal is.
Were you trying to drive it too hard?
Already asked me that question. 2.5 watts I was driving it with. So,
Maybe you got to drive it with 3 watts. Under driving it.
Okay.
Was it set to sideband?
Mine. I got this new mic compressor. I'd like to get a radio check since we're going live. So I'm going to pull this thing out in just a second and go with the standard mic so I can hear a difference if you guys don't mind.
We don't mind at all. That's what we're here for.
Roger that. Well, thanks, Jesse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's with the compressor. Give me about 20 seconds, 15 seconds. I'll pull it out. And this is without the compressor. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys notice the difference?
Heck yeah, we did. We'll go with the compressor.
So that was worth the $75?
I would say so. What about everybody else?
I'd say yes.
Absolutely.
Keith, I keyed with you. Sorry.
All right, end of check. Thank you, gentlemen. I want to get to hear it myself, so thanks. WA6QXA will be listening.
By the way, check that amplifier, other amplifier, to make sure it's set in SSB for transmitting. If it's set for FM, you'll get that relay clicking in and out. Does everybody have their radios working now?
I hope not. Then where would we be?
There's always room for improvement.
Hey, Keith, KS6OS, what did you find out about causing all the problems with the clipping and everything? Under power, over power, or what?
No, I pulled it out of line, and I'm going to look into it.
Where'd you get that amp from?
This is the one I was telling you about just the other day. I said, I got this linear, and it smells like cigarette smoke. How do I get it out? You gave me tips on how to do it. I've been airing it out like you told me. I've had this for about 3 months. I got it from Cypress for about a mile from Ward's house. Paid $150 for it. It's the D215G. It says it goes 2 watts in, 150 watts out.
Okay. Oh, you bought it from that guy down there you told me about, right?
Roger. I've had it for about 3 months. And it's been giving me no problems. I haven't used it for a while, but I don't know why it's doing all this clipping, so I'm going to look into it better.
Does it got any little screw adjustments on the side? Anti-tripping, it says that you can adjust the clipping?
Yeah, this one doesn't have it like yours did, from what I could tell.
Oh, boy. Maybe you got to take that apart and adjust it inside.
Yeah, I might need to go inside, kind of like fan off those, whatever they're called.
Relays.
The relays.
Contacts on the relays.
Roger, that's what I was trying to say, yep.
Lou, you doubled. Hey, Lou, you doubled with Keith. Oh, I'm sorry, Fred.
Sorry about that. I was saying that he sounded really good out here in Sherman Oaks until he just faded away. I mean, it was really clipping, but it was clear.
So, Lou, no copy right now. This is Keith, WA6QXA.
You have no copy on me at all?
Well, I have a great copy on you. You don't have a copy on me?
No, I'm saying that when you were using the amplifier, you sounded, you were clipping quite a bit, but it was very clear. In other words, if it hadn't been clipping, it would have been one of your best contacts.
Okay, I'm on another linear, but it's only like a little 50 watt or 50, 60 watt, so it's probably 1/2 the power that this other one was putting out. But you hear me okay, Lou?
Yeah, well, you're 5'4", easy, and your audio is a little bit bassy, but it's definitely copyable. What I'm saying is that the other amplifier was a lot more treble, sounded a lot better than what you had, and you're a 5 by 8 on my scale, so it was doing its job. It was just clipping too much.
Roger that, yeah. I just did a mic adjustment on this. This compressor is brand new for me. I just got it this week, so I'm still trying to dial in the mic gain and all the little, doodads. So I just did one adjustment on the mic. Did it make it more treble than bass? You said I was a little bassier.
Yeah, you're a little bassy now, but when you were using the other amplifier, there was quite a bit more treble in there. It sounded very good. It was just that you were clipping too much.
Right. Okay. All right, thank you, gentlemen. I'm going to go aside, and I'm going to try to figure this out a little bit more. But I'll be listening. WA6QXA on the side listening. Thanks.
Get a TE. Ward's got a spare.
Wouldn't mind having it.
Yeah, that thing will really get you out.
I have one, too.
You got one, too?
I have a 160-watt Mirage sitting in my closet right now.
Ward's got a 400-watt TE, though.
Greg real quick.
Go for it.
All right, hey, this is W6GLA again. Is there any difference on the signal now?
You actually sound cleaner. I wouldn't say louder, but cleaner.
Okay, well, what's the signal strength? Has my signal strength gone up at all?
Yeah, you're peaking, you're almost, it went up a little tiny bit. You're above S4 now.
Okay, well, what I did is I took the antenna tuner out of line and just went into the antenna switch, and I was just wondering if that made a difference.
Yeah, it actually made difference on your audio, so that's kind of scary.
Yeah, well, that's weird. But, yeah, you know, it's one of those SWR meter / tuner / power meter. It goes up to 300 watts, so I can't imagine that it would have created that much loss.
Well, your signal's definitely above 4, and you almost peaked to 5 on that last transmission. So I would say what you did made probably a little bit of a improvement.
Okay, just checking. You know, I know every time you put something in line, it could cause a little loss. So that's amazing.
Yeah, I took my duplexer out, which reminds me, I got to put it back in because the space station is going to do a pass on Monday. Going to try to hit that crossband repeater, but I definitely noticed some signal strength a little better. My SWR is a little better as well.
How far away is he?
What's his face? Eric, W6GLA. He's in just outside of Big Bear.
Well, I can hear him, so he's doing okay.
Eric, can you hear Lou out in the valley?
Yeah, he's not. He's maybe an S1, but his audio's good. I can definitely make him out. Yeah, he's. You're doing really good out here in Sherman Oaks. You're again right about an S1, but yeah, I can definitely copy you. Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, I've got you about the same. So running a little bit of power, and yeah, I'm up here in Sugarloaf, the Sugarloaf area of Big Bear. Oh, again, it sounds really good. I'm surprised. How much power are you running? Well, according to my amplifier, my meter, it said I was doing 200, so that's what it's at. It's right around 200. Wow, that's really good. Well, I've got an RF Italy amplifier, and it's putting down about 280 right now. I've got it dialed down to about 200, and I'm a very, very good copy with you. Yeah, same here. Your audio is awesome. And I think even if, you know, I think the amplifiers, even if you're not getting the big signal strength, if you can get your audio out there, I mean, that's kind of what it's all about. So, yeah, I got a real good copy on you audio-wise. Well, very, very cool. KM6 FDX on the side. All right, W6GLA.
Well, good. You guys were able to talk to each other.
Yeah, you'd be surprised on some of the people that I've been picking up sometimes, even on Simplex, on FM. It's been amazing. Okay, so are you going to hang out for a little bit, Greg? I'm going to go back and plug that thing back in and see what happens.
Yeah, I should be here. I might be taking off to say goodnight to my daughter, but yeah, I should be in and out here. Or somebody will be here, that's for sure.
All right, copy that. I'll try.
Hey, Keith.
Keith, this is W8 good, say Keith.
Yeah, you threw me off guard tonight. Let me know next time when you're doing some testing. Let me know what you're doing because you totally threw me off guard. I'm so used to your station sounding so good. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I didn't know if I was having trouble with my radio at first.
Yeah, well, I wanted to test this 818 with this, you know, because I'm still playing around with this mic compressor, and I felt like I needed to put a little extra power on the 818. But, yeah, this linear's like, I
I don't know. I got to check into it.
Okay. Did it ever clip on you before, or no?
Nothing like that.
You got good, clean connections?
I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to doing some stuff, so that's why I haven't been talking a lot. I'm trying to see what I can come up with.
I mean, are they you put a power pole? Are those connections all clean and bright?
But these were like hard connections. They weren't power poles.
Oh, okay. Are they clean?
Yep.
Are they good, solid connectors? I mean, you pull on, they're all there?
Yep.
You might just lower the mic gain a little bit. That might help.
Yeah, maybe you might driving it too hard. Forget about the wattage. Maybe the mic gain's too hot for that amplifier.
I got the mic gain at about 12. Pretty low.
Well, it's a whole different amp, a whole different bird. Try low and go up, you know. I mean, that might gain work with the other amps, but it maybe not be working with this amp.
Well, I'm going to put the mic down for a minute because I'm playing around with it because I want to rehook it back up and try it again.
Okay, I'm going out for dinner, so I'm going to be out a while, so you're going to have to talk to somebody else with your antenna testing because I'm out for dinner.
For the warning, WA62XA, we're listening.
KN6OS. No, you kidding me? I never go to McDonald's. You're never going to find me there.
I know that.
And even if you were buying, I still wouldn't be there.
In and out. I will buy.
Well, yeah, that's good. But right now, I'm going to the Hangout.
Be careful, that part of town.
Yeah, you know where that's at?
No.
Seal Beach Pier.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, they got real good fish and chips over there.
I love fish and chips.
There, yeah, you ever eat there?
No.
You oughta, they're really good.
I go back to the H-Zone Empire days.
You go down to the days of A&W.
Yeah, right.
I'm out of here. KN6OS.
W6DUO.
That was my first job, Don.
You eat your wages?
No, you're talking to a guy that has never liked fish in his life, so you knew I wanted the money.
Fish and chips is not the only thing I will eat. I'm not a fish eater.
Tell them about pasty.
Wyatt, it's over there in Los Alamitos, San Catella. They make a really good, I don't even know what you call it. It's like a fritter, but it's this crust with the meat, stews with potato and carrots inside of it. It's oven baked, and they got some fantastic gravy. It's really good.
Okay, I'll take note of that. I'll try that out. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'll send you a copy of their business card, so I'll look for that, but yeah, I'll send it to you, but yeah, you brought back some memories. 73.
73, then I'll get you on D-Star sometime. I got it going.
Oh yeah, just send me a text and we'll do it.
Okay, W6DUO.
Hey, maybe we can get a roll call out here. This is Greg K6EGG from Chino.
KM6, FCX, Sherman Oaks.
AJ6BE, Norco.
W6DUO, Cerritos.
And W6GLA.
W6DUO, Cerritos.
WA6QXA, Keith, Long Beach. So has the signal dropped at all again, Greg?
A little tiny bit.
Okay, but the audio's still okay?
Audio is still okay.
Okay, so there must be a little bit of loss there, unless conditions have just changed. I don't know. All right, I'm just trying to figure it out. It looks like it's, like I got a flat match, and it looks like the amp's working right, so I don't know.
It's only a bar, so I wouldn't kill yourself over it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, as long as the audio's still there.
Yeah, you could check it out on YouTube, too, if you want, if you really, if you have your computer in front of you and you're really energetic.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a delay there. It kind of drives me crazy, but I can go back, right? It's being recorded.
Yeah, you can go back. So your average went down just a tiny bit, just like a bar, but I don't know. I personally don't think that's a big of a difference to me.
No, I don't either. And it's kind of nice to have a meter in line so you can kind of see what your amp's doing. You know, I mean, it's moving good. It's not dropping off like I thought it was.
It's a tuner as well, right?
Yeah, it's a tuner, SWR meter, and power meter.
Do me a favor. Go out of tune for a second and see how much different you can sound.
Okay, that's a little out of tune. I don't know. How's that sound?
Yeah, you definitely dropped.
Well, then it does work.
Yes, sir. So where were you at, a 1.5? Oh, sorry, 1.1?
1.1 for sure.
I'm peaking on mine about a 1.5.
Okay, yeah, well, that's still within the range. So, yeah, that's what's nice about having this thing is you can just dial it in to have it a flat match. And, you know, I was worried because that's what I thought happened is maybe I had a bad match or something with the radio is why the radio went out. But it was just a cable. It was just one of those ribbon cables that attaches to the front, you know, of the monitor. And it either came off or something happened, and they just plugged it back in or put a new cable on, and then they sent it back to me. So it's working fine now.
Well, you sound excellent. Now I want to get one of those tuners there. You said it can handle 300 watts?
Yeah, that's correct. I've got my model. I know you want to get the other one. You want to get the 2-meter 440. I just got the 2-meter 221. It's the model MFJ 2. What is this? The 921. Mine's the 921, and I think the other one, the 440, has got the same power. It's up to 300.
This says 200 watts.
What's that?
It says antenna tuner 144, 220, 200 watt meter.
Okay, well, I got the 221, and mine's a 300 watt meter. Are you looking at the face of the tuner? Because if it says 300 on it, it will do 300, or it's good up to 300.
It's weird. The meter says 200 on the MFG website.
Okay, that is weird. Well, that's the 2-meter 440, the one you're looking at, right?
Negative says 220.
Okay, well, maybe I have an older model or something, but mine's that model MFJ 921, 921. Over.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's weird. But it says 300 on the front face.
Yeah, and if you look at the meter itself, it says 300 too. So it's, you know, I don't know, I don't quite understand that, but it's got a 30 watt, and then it's got the 300 watt, and yeah, it's kind of strange, but it's a 300 watt meter, but I guess it does say on the website it'll only do, or it handles up to 200 watts, but I don't know, I'm peaking it, so it must be working.
What's the 2-meter 440 version? Do you know? Is that 23, I think, something like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not on the computer, so I'm not sure. And that one's a little bit more expensive, too. I mean, I got this on eBay for $70, and that's with shipping. And I think brand new, they're like 109 or something like that. So I think the 440 one's a little bit more.
Yeah, it is. It's $239.
Wow. I wonder wonder if they're price gouging you now because of the whole COVID thing. But I don't know. I would look on eBay or QTH.com and maybe find a used one.
I'm going to do that right now.
All right, copy that. All right, well, I'm happy. I think I'll just leave it hooked up because it seems to make a difference. So I'll just leave it the way it is.
Yeah, you sound beautiful, man. I'm going to step off for a second.
All right, Greg, take care. I'll probably be standing by for a little bit. W6GLA.
This is Greg, K6EGG.
So I'm going to leave the stream going for the 4 people that are watching. I really appreciate you guys watching, or girl. You never know. You never know who's watching. So don't go away. I'll keep the stream going. So there's going to be guys talking in and out. I'm just going to spend some time with my daughter, and I got to take care of some personal issues right quick. So I'll be back. See you in a sec.
WA6QXA Keith, WA6QXA Keith, testing 1, 2, 3, WA6QXA, WA6QXA Keith. This is WA6QXA Keith, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, testing. This is WA6QXA Keith, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad, Keith. Sounds pretty good. WA6QXA Keith, testing 1, 2, 3. This is WA6QXA Keith, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anybody copy WA6QXA?
Yeah, go ahead, Keith.
Here, the clipping's still going on, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like it's a little better on my end.
No, it sounds good here.
Okay, good. Well, that's good to hear. I kind of did mess around with a little bit of the mic gain, and I did some other fiddling around, and so hopefully I corrected the problem. Good to hear.
So what was it?
Well, I had it plugged into a battery, and I found plugging in direct electricity, and I also turned down the mic gain a little bit to see if that helped the clipping too, so hopefully that was resolving the problem.
Maybe the battery's not quite fully charged or something.
That could be. I charged it yesterday, but I have used it a little bit, so maybe that was a problem. I mean, I'm just trying to hypothesize, who knows.
Roger, roger.
I have been airing this thing out because when I bought it from a person who was obviously a smoker, and when I run this thing and it gets hot, man, it just smells like stale smoke deluxe. So I've been like letting it air out. In the daytime, I put it outside and everything, and in the evening, I put it in the windowsill. And so maybe the moisture's not really good for the, not the finals, but the relays.
Yeah, that's nasty, man. The smoke gets in everything.
Yeah, it stinks. What's looking at it starts getting hot. So I was like trying to air it out because I can't handle the smell.
Yeah, there was a guy when I was at HRO, there was a guy I was talking to on the way out that had a 100-watt Mirage amp he was willing to sell for $125. That seemed pretty reasonable.
I think that's a killer deal.
Yeah, I think it's technically an 80 watt, but it goes to 100. I think he said it was a 108 model, so 10 watts in, 80 out.
So it's probably kind of like this, a handy docky in linear.
Yeah, just not quite enough. I told him to come out here and see if anybody wanted it. I told him that we had a bunch of people that are playing with things, so give it a shot.
Yeah, it's funny this linear here is it's big like my other linear that I got from Fred, but it's like 2 watts in, 150 watts out. I didn't realize that when I bought it, so it doesn't work good. It cuts down if I put too much power into it.
Are you using it now?
I am using it now.
Okay, so it sounds like it's still, it's not really clipping that bad because I can understand you, but it doesn't, on sideband it doesn't sound like it's doing the right job. Are you still driving it with enough audio?
I actually turned the audio down. Maybe I should try turning it up, huh?
Well, what do you have it? What's your baseline right now? What do you got it on now?
Mic gain?
Yeah.
Okay, about 10, but you got to understand this compressor that I just bought, it doesn't want a lot of power. But let me try and turn it up a little bit and see if that helps.
All right.
Okay, so that's about 22. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't seem like it's clipping as much, does it?
No, actually, it does not seem like it's clipping as much at all. That's interesting.
Hey, is it overmodulated?
No, I don't think so. There's a little bit of a, I won't say bass on it, but it definitely sounds, there's not that much treble. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So like what I've learned is with my other linear and with this linear, I got to have the mic gain at different settings. I think that's the key.
Yeah, I think you're right too. I know it's definitely different when I change. When I use the same amplifier but I've got different radios, I definitely have to change the radio gain on it. So that's probably the same thing.
Mic compressor, it tells you got to adjust the mic gain down quite a bit, but this linear, I think it needs to be hotter than that other little linear, but this thing puts out more power. It says 2 watts in, 150 out, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good, and that's a Mirage?
Yeah, it's a Mirage Bravo 215 Golf. Bravo 215 Golf.
Bravo 215 Golf, huh? I'm going to look that up.
It's an oldie but a goodie. I don't think they're made anymore.
It's probably out of stock. The ones that I see are either like 10 watts in or 25 in. The one I'm using right now is 10 watts in, 160 out.
Yeah, my 991 Alpha, the minimum I can get is 5 watts in, and it overdrives this thing where it just shuts down on me, so it can't even handle 5 watts in.
Wow. So what do you have to do? Just go down to like 3.5 or 4?
Right, which I can't even use on my 991 Alpha, which is fine. I don't plan to, but I'm using it on this little 818, and I sometimes use it on the 7100.
No, that's interesting. Well, it probably does really well on an HT, though.
Yeah, and this 18 because it's 6 watts max anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's it must be just really, not liking that much power going in.
Yeah, exactly. You can't handle it. Doesn't want it.
I know my RM's Italy amplifier. It doesn't like a lot of power in as well, and that does 260 watts easy.
Well, that other linear I was talking about was at the little RM144, which is like 60 watts out roughly, and same thing, man. I have to run it on the second to the low setting on my 818, which is like 2.5 watts, otherwise it just shuts down on me.
Yeah, I don't know. I got the 818 also, but I don't run it with an amplifier, so it's constantly on high power, and I'm pretty sure on HF or even sideband, I get a full 6 watts out of it completely. But like I said, I never tried to put an amplifier on it, so if I do, you're saying yours only goes down to, what, 2 watts minimum?
Let the 818?
Yeah.
No, there's one more setting that goes one setting lower.
Oh, so it probably goes to like 1.5 maybe.
Yeah, something like that, half a watt or 1.5 watts, something like that.
Yeah, I've never used mine on that setting. I've always, like I said, had it on high, so don't know. But I love that radio. That radio is a fantastic little QRP.
So have you heard of the Soda Beams mic compressor?
You know, so I know they make a couple of mic compressors. I see them on YouTube. I've never used one myself, but they say it sounds really good. And you're using that right now?
Got the reviews. They got really good reviews, and even the EHAM reviews and stuff like that. And so I picked it up from DX, thinking like if I didn't like it, I could send it back to them. But so far, I'm getting good reports out of it.
Yeah. Oh, so DX Engineering's got it.
Yeah, we're right around $72. You can get it in kit form for about $55, but I wanted it done. I didn't want to play around with it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Does it take a battery? Obviously.
Obviously, no.
Really? So it just uses the internal mic power, huh?
Evidently, it plugs right into the mic spot on the radio, and then your mic goes into the other end of the Soda Beam. It's about 3 inches long, 1 inch wide, 1.5 inches wide.
Wow, that's pretty cool, I guess. Does it have any settings on it at all, or is it preset?
No settings on it at all, so that's where they tell you got to adjust the mic gain, you got to drop the gain quite a bit for, it's designed for sideband.
Yeah, well, they're probably talking about, I would imagine actually with the 818 that almost everything's sideband with it.
Yeah, probably so.
I mean, I'll use it tomorrow when I'm up in Mall, and I'll be checking into the FM nets with it, and I'll probably just be doing 6 meters or 10 meters activations. I'm gonna try. You guys are out early in the morning?
We were today. We were on about 7:15 this morning.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Because I'll probably be out there around 8 o'clock or 8:30, something like that. Because I know the net for me starts at 9 o'clock, and then we have another net at 10. But around 10:15, I'm just trying to make contacts.
Around 8 o'clock, what frequency would you be on?
Well, if I'll be doing FM around 145, 570, but if I'm doing sideband, I'll probably try to hit you guys up on this one, 250.
Around 8 o'clock?
8:30, 8:45, right before my net, because it'll take me time to set up.
All right, yeah, definitely check us out. I'll be looking for you. I'm gonna go back to the standard mic, taking this thing out so you can hear the difference, okay?
Yeah, roger.
Okay, that's without it, and of course the mic gain is really low. I changed out a different mic, which is the exact same mic, just without the compressor.
So your mic gain is really low right now. What's it at?
Well, the mic gain is the same, but without having that compressor, I probably should increase the gain on the mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, whatever it's at right now, bring it up.
Okay, there's about 50 right there, 50, 50, 50.
I'm gonna have to say that at that setting right there, or if you go just a little bit higher, you're right at what the compressor did, and you actually might be a little bit clearer if you go up even higher.
Okay, I went up about another 10%. I'm at 65 right now. Testing 1, 2, 3.
You know what? You sound really good there. I gotta say.
Well, I'm starting to wonder if just having this thing hotter is better than having that thing set around where it's supposed to be set. I want to make sure this isn't a gimmick.
Well, no, I hear you. I don't know if it's a gimmick per se. It was working okay, but this sounds better.
Okay, I'm going to put it back in one more time and see what happens.
All right.
Okay, now I'm back with the soda bean compressor.
Okay, so you're not as so your treble has left a little bit more bassy. Give me a quick count, will you?
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. WA6 QXA testing.
You know, I'll tell you something. It's really hard to distinguish between the two. I mean, this sounds good. The other one I would say, is a little bit more trebly. So, for my mind, anyways, it sounds a little bit better, but it's as clear as without it.
Yeah, the whole idea is this thing's supposed to have more punch to it. That's why I wanted to have it, you know?
You know, I guess if I had a lot more QRM, you know, then maybe I could tell the difference. But right now, I've got no QRM, so, you know, there's no static or anything for you to punch through.
Okay, I'm going to try turning up the mic gain a little bit more, but it'll overmodulate, so let me know if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Turn it up about 10-15% hotter, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, that's definitely louder.
Feel clean modulation or overmodulated?
No, I think it's definitely clean modulation. You can tell it's hotter. Again, there's not that much treble on it, but you can definitely tell. I'm thinking that if there was a lot of QRM right here, maybe that would punch through.
Okay, even turn it another 10%, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you think?
I think there's a little bit more than what's required. I'd probably sneak it down a little bit.
Yeah, put it back where that was just a second ago. That's about 10% less. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's very little difference, but it sounds good where it is right now.
All right. Hey, thank you for the help on this. I'm trying to, like I said, I just got this thing a few days ago. I'm trying to make sure that it's not, you know, a waste of money. It's something that's really helpful. Otherwise, I'm going to send them back.
Yeah, you know what? So I was thinking about getting those things as well, and it's good to hear what it sounds like on a different radio. You know, I'm wondering whether or not, you know, if you just made a hot mic without the compressor, you know, with a lot of QRM around, how much difference it would really make. I guess the only way to find out is to get out there in kind of bad conditions and find out.
Yeah, well, I've tried the last couple of days mobiling, and it seemed from the radio checks I was getting that it was really helping out, you know, punching through stuff like that. So maybe, like you said, with more noise, stuff like that, that's where it comes in handy.
Yeah, you know, that's what I'm thinking, you know, is if you're doing it mobile, you know, that would make a big difference.
Yeah, okay, well then that makes sense, and that's what I use this thing mainly for anyway. I typically don't use it in the shack.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, well, that's cool. It's good to hear it. It's a good test, you know. We don't know unless we test.
That's why I like this frequency. Everybody is willing to help each other out, and we're all, you know, trying to get our stations working as best as possible. So thanks for the radio check.
Sure, my pleasure, man. It's a good thing. It's a good test. It's good because I get to hear it myself. So, all right.
30 or so you might be on this frequency, right?
Yeah, so tomorrow morning I'll get up there probably around 8 o'clock, 8:15. It'll take me about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes to set up both antennas because I run a wire antenna as well as a regular vertical for UHF, VHF. And I put them up on 30-foot towers, push-up towers up there. So I'm really trying to get, you know, good contact with it. So that's why it takes that much time. But yeah, I'll be out there.
Sorry about that, Lou. I had a telephone call real quick. But, question on that. Do you go on, so you're going to go on a hillside?
I'm sorry, say that again?
So tomorrow morning you're going to go out at Hillside?
Well, I'll go up to Mulholland, and then I'll check into a couple of nests, and then I'll try to make contacts on 6 and 10 meters. But like I say, I'll try to get you guys on sideband here.
Yeah, but I'm asking, you're going to be on a hillside or something? You're not going to be in your home QTH?
Oh, no. I'll be Mulholland. It's a hillside, yeah. It's right on top of the Hollywood Hills here.
Oh, okay. What kind of elevation does it have?
You know, I really don't know offhand. It's not at the very, very top of Mulholland, so it's a place called Lookout Point, and it's right above the Tree People over here, between Coldwater Canyon and Mulholland's intersection, just before you get into Bel Air and Beverly Hills. So I don't think it's that high, but it's good enough. I've made some good contacts with it, and I can definitely see from where I am, I can actually look at either the valley or LA.
Oh, very good. You live somewhat close to Van Nuys?
Actually, right now I am. Yeah, my QTH, I can walk to Van Nuys Boulevard. I'm Sherman Oaks, so across the street is Van Nuys. My side of Burbank Boulevard is Sherman Oaks. So I'm between, actually, if you look it up, Chester and Van Nuys Boulevard.
The reason I ask, Greg was mentioning he's going to be working in Van Nuys this next week, as I recall.
Do you know where he's going to be working?
Just come back on in a minute, you can ask him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because that'd be cool. He'll be within earshot of me.
Yeah. I remember he said, like, he's thinking he has to be there kind of early, that he might just spend the night in a hotel so he doesn't have to drive it, from Chino.
Well, if he's spending the night, there's a real close hotel right on Burbank Boulevard and Sepulveda. I think it's the Best Western.
Oh, roger that. Hey, Greg, did you make it back yet? I guess he's not back quite yet. I don't see his picture either on the live stream.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was going to say goodnight to his daughter, I think, so that's why he left for just a little while.
Roger.
Anyway, anybody else out there besides Lou and myself? This is WA6QXA Keith.
Hey, Keith, it's Larry, N9QE. You have a different microphone? Is that what you're been testing out?
I have what's called the Soda Beam, which is a mic compressor for my little 818 Yaesu.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not running a compressed audio here with my 9100. I can put the compression on if you want to hear regular versus compressed audio. Usually, compression, is used on HF. I guess you can use it here too. You want me to just put the compression on mine just so you can hear the difference?
Oh, I know what it is. I've heard it many times. I know what it is. But this little device is supposed to be helpful for this little 8118 to make it more punchier for sideband. So that's why I picked it up.
Are you using it right now?
I am using it right now.
Okay, I think we're too close. That's part of our problem, is because you're always about 10 to 20 over, so for me, there's probably no benefit.
Yeah, go ahead, LEX. Hey, Larry, real quick, I turned my power off. Did that make a difference with it?
Oh, what did you do, Keith?
Going barefoot right now, does it make a difference?
Well, you're still 10 over S9.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yes, go ahead, take it over.
Keith, your signal is a lot higher than the other two guys out there. Are you guys really close to Keith?
Well, I know Larry's Harbor City. The other gentleman, I'm not sure. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, I'm in Harbor City next to Torrance, so N9Q is the call. And, yeah, I'm just on the east side of Torrance.
Okay, well, I'm out here in Sherman Oaks, and just as an example, Keith is coming in 5.5, 5.6. You're coming in here at 5.3, so that's what I was asking.
Yeah, you're, I think you're about a S8 here on my receive.
Yeah, your audio is really clear, though. You're on a 991A, right?
No, I'm on an Icom 9100.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, well, you know, Nicoms are known for being really good on audio. I'm on a 991A Yaesu, and so when you said it, I said, oh, I thought maybe you were on it.
No, I haven't had a Yaesu radio in a long time, but I like them, but I got this one because it's multi-banded. So, yeah, the name's Larry, and nice running into you. I think we've talked before, but you got a good receive signal here. It's really no issue at all. That's fine there. Keith, it's all yours, N9QE.
Sorry about that. I was switching back to radios. Now I'm on my 991 Alpha. Am I off frequency?
No, you're on frequency.
Okay, who is the other gentleman out there? Hello? I must have skipped off. Oh, well, yeah. Okay, well, anyway, I'm back on my 991 Alpha. Is that Chris over there?
Roger, KF6LEX, 5050 watts to a vertical antenna from Gardsgrove.
All right, Chris, that was you out there. Okay, I didn't know, I didn't recognize, I don't have your call sign memorized, but after I heard your voice, I figured it must have been you. How's it going, Chris? TGIF, well, actually, yeah, that was yesterday. You having a good weekend?
Yeah, I'm trying a different antenna here. I have a tri-band 2-meter 220 440, and I finally got an analyzer for 220, and I slipped it, and it was no good. So I said, well, I don't think it'd be good on 220. So I took it down and replaced it with another small vertical that's also no good on 220, but it adds a 6-meter, so I figured I'd give that a try.
And that's what you're on right now?
Roger, yeah, does a good job on 2 meters, okay on 220, okay on 440, okay on 6 meters, so it gets about one of the bands, not great. 2 meters is pretty good, I think. The other bands, yeah, on the other, they're not great.
Well, from what I recall, your signal's louder than the previous antenna.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out myself. I don't know. It's the same or better on 2 meters. I know it's not worse. I think 220 also the same or a little better. 440, I don't use 70 centimeter much, about the same. Actually, maybe a little worse. I don't know, but negligible. And I didn't have 6 meters at all before. Now we said we'll play on 6.
Now, Roger. Well, Lou's out there. He's Sherman Oaks, and then there's Larry out there in Harbor City. Give him a holler.
Sherman Oaks Station, Sherman Oaks. That's my old stomping grounds. My call book address is right down the street from you there. KF6LEX. Go ahead.
No, KM6FCX here out in Sherman Oaks. Name's Lou, and yeah, I'm over here between, I'm on Burbank Boulevard between Kester and Van Nuys Boulevard.
Yeah, okay, you head a little bit, I guess, west there towards Encino there, Haskell and Ventura, and that's a mild stop
Yeah, Roger on that. Well, that's just a little bit ways up from me. Nice area, by the way. And did you look me up on QRZ?
No, I'm in the middle of eating dinner here, so I got food in front of me, not a computer. But we'll catch up next time there. When we get back into eating and back into listening there. Good signal there from Sherman Oaks. Copying in, I don't know, maybe S6, something like that. It sounds pretty good. KF6LEX.
You're Roger on that. Well, you're sounding pretty good out this way. If I don't turn on my amplifier, you're about a 5.2 on my scale. If I turn on the amplifier, I can get you in here at 5.7. So that's pretty good. Audio is really good, and I'm on a 991A as well.
Okay, I'm just the old Icom 706 Mark IIG 5050 watts. I've got a nice Tokyo high-power amplifier works on this band at 70 centimeters. Nice dual-band high-powered amplifier, but I don't have it in line right now. Contest day comes or something, maybe I'll kick it in. If you can't hear me at 50 watts right now, I don't want to talk to you. I'm glad I'm making it to Sherman Oaks.
Well, 50 watts does a good job. I'm actually putting out 160 right now.
Now, you're well above the noise level here in Garden Grove there. We're doing it pretty good. I got a very small vertical antenna. It's actually a mobile antenna with hooks some radials on it. So it's a relatively tiny antenna, but it's up high and in the clear. Go ahead.
Well, wow. So you're making it out to Sherman Oaks with that. I'm using a tram antenna. It's about 17 feet long, and I've got 55 feet above my two-story building. So I've got a lot of height over here, but you're doing really good.
Yeah, the antenna is probably close to 40 feet up in the air, so it's got a nice tune to it. Like I say, it's a clear shot at you. I can look out the front door on a clear day. I can see Mount Wilson from here, so I have unobstructed view, kind of sort of out in that direction. I'll let you guys carry on. I can get back into the woodwork. 73 all from Garden Grove, KF6LEX.
73s, enjoy the rest of the evening. KM6FCX.
Man, you do a really great job of receiving and transmitting for that matter, but yeah.
Well, my goal actually when I put up these antennas was to increase my receive. I had no really intention of, so what really drove that was I was trying to participate in the down on Seal Beach at Leisure World. There's a net that's on every morning and then on Saturdays. A bunch of old guys and stuff, and I was trying to get them, and I just kept on putting the antenna up higher and higher and higher until I had a good copy on those guys, and this is what I ended up with. So it's because I wanted to do that I put the antenna up as high as it went, and it really did a number. I'm really happy with it.
Do you work that net every day or fairly frequently?
Well, when my work schedule doesn't permit me to do it every day any longer, but on Saturdays, every Saturday I get up around 9 o'clock. I make sure I'm on the radio. That's when it starts, and I check into those guys, and it's pretty cool. There's about 10 of them out.
Okay, I'm back here. I've got to turn on my light. Had to spend some time with my daughter real quick.
Okay, do they do anything different?
I had to slide a little bit. So if anybody who's watching just on the YouTube, just go ahead and hit that subscriber button. That way you get alerted when I do some live streaming. If you want to tune in or whatever and see what we're up to. And so we'll get back to the radio stuff.
It was really good conditions. And I didn't have my antenna up that high, and I said, well, gee, that's something to shoot for if I can get that far. And so that's what I tried to do.
I'll have to check it out sometime. I'm just like a stone's throw away from Seal Beach. By the way, Greg's back, I think. Hey, Greg, you there?
I am here. Welcome back. Or actually, I'm the one coming back.
guys tell Lou that you're going to be working out his neck of the woods this week, I think.
Yeah, I think Thursday I'll be there.
You say Thursday you'll be there?
Yeah, I think we chatted about it a couple days ago. I'll be out by Van Nuys Airport.
Yeah, roger on that. Well, are you going to get a hotel right around that general area?
I don't know if I'm going to stay yet. I'm going to think about it. If I'm going to stay, it's probably going to be Wednesday night.
Well, that's pretty cool. You know, if you had a portable 10-meter rig, then Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, there's a 10-meter net that's here in the valley.
Unfortunately, I don't have any 10-meter rig whatsoever, so I will not be able to join in. That's too bad.
Well, anyways, there's a lot of activity out. There's a San Fernando Valley radio group that almost does everything. You know, every single day there's something going on.
Good. I remember you guys have the, I think like the 8:30 net or whatever it is on Tuesdays and Fridays. It's on 215, right?
Exactly. Yeah, the sideband net. That's pretty nice. A lot of good guys out there.
I've tried to jump in there a couple times, but I'm just a little too far out from most of everybody. I think you did some relaying for me. That was a couple months ago.
Yeah. Well, can you hear anybody? You should be able to hear somebody.
I heard you, and then somebody is. I want to say Santa Clarita. Does that sound right?
That would be a guy. It's WD6 Woody. WOOD. He's up in Santa Clarita, and he's got quite a bit of height, actually. And he's got a little tiny beam on his balcony, and a little 2-meter beam, and he uses it. And it works out pretty well because he's got height up that way.
Yeah, he sounded pretty decent. He sounded almost as good as you. Obviously, he's a little further away, so it's a little more distance. But I think that was the only guy that can hear me, and I can hear him. So I guess the net would probably not work out for me unless I probably had a beam or something like that. I can get into your neck of the woods that way.
Yeah, well, you know, if you decide to come out this way, you know, what frequency you get a monitor, and I'll give out a call for you.
It'd probably be 520 if I'm gonna what's it called? Jump in on over there. I'm just getting some messages. Sorry.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I'll look for you on Wednesday and Thursday, and I'll be on 520, probably right around 5:30, 6 o'clock, and you know, maybe we can hook up on the radio.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll be on here on Monday, tomorrow and Monday. I'll probably have a decision by then if I'm going to stay out there Wednesday night. Right now I'm leaning towards no. But I probably on Thursday I should be leaving that area in the late afternoon, hopefully, or early evening.
All right, real good. Well, I'll hit you up then and you let me know. You know, definitely. Yeah, you know, it should be fun. Are you going to bring an HT or something?
I have a V71 in my car that I've been using, so it does the job. I've talked to Keith when I was pulling into my driveway. Practically, he's down in Long Beach, so I should be able to hit you at least till I get into Glendale or so.
All right, well, I'll be looking for you then. So, Greg, did you have your little barbecue?
I'm doing that tomorrow when I get off.
Postponed to the day, huh?
I'm sorry, say again?
Postponed to the day?
I was supposed to do it tomorrow. I just wanted to do it when I know I have a day off the next day so I can kind of chill and not to worry about getting up early. Because I have to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I probably won't be talking to you on the way to work tomorrow morning.
I'll text you to have you get up.
What does that be, like 5 a.m. or something?
I have to be there at 5, so I'll text you about 4:30, and we could talk all the way in there. The frequency should be clean at that time.
I won't be around. So I'll make sure I'll turn my ringers off.
Yeah, I want to get home tomorrow and enjoy myself, because tomorrow will be the first day I have off, and I really don't have too much planned tomorrow. And since end of March.
What time do you anticipate getting off of work?
I hope to be home by 2, latest probably 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Maybe I'll get you on the ride home.
Hopefully, if I'm awake.
Have a cup of coffee for the drive home.
A nice sugar-free Red Bull.
There you go. That'll give you the amperage factor.
Was there somebody by LAX, I heard?
Well, there was Larry Harbor City.
I thought I heard somebody talking from LAX. Maybe that was Lou's call sign, FZX.
And then there's another gentleman, Chris, out in Garden Grove. I don't have his call sign memorized, but Chris, Garden Grove.
Maybe that's who I'm referring to. Was that K6EGG?
I think that was it. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's probably what I heard. Yeah, I talked to him maybe a couple weeks ago or so.
Yeah, he and I have something in common. He's a teacher. He's a math teacher.
I'm sure he's probably struggling like you, huh?
Probably a little bit. He's still getting to Zoom, though.
Ugh. Hopefully the state's going to relax some of this stuff coming Monday.
Yeah, they got to get rid of the masks.
It's not going to happen in my job for a while.
When the CDC says we don't have to wear them anymore if you're vaccinated, why they're penalizing us to still have to wear them upsets me.
Because it's science.
CDC is the science, and we're going by it, but California has their own set of rules.
California goes by its own science.
Yep.
Makes this different.
Say again?
Yeah, it makes this different. KB6B.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Got out here in the radio room and turned on the radio and thought I'd see who's all out here this evening.
Let's do a little roll call. Since I've done it for about an hour or so, this is Greg, K6EGG from the city of Chino, 2 miles north of the beautiful Chino Airport.
WA6QXA, Keith here, Long Beach.
N6EGA, Long Beach. Garden Grove. N6EGA, Long Beach.
You got Alex out there tonight. Keith or Andy, you still out here? Well, we have a few. Good. Excellent. Good for a Saturday night.
How you doing, David?
All my arms are tired today. I uncovered the trike today and got it washed down and did a little polishing on it. I've seen a couple rust spots coming up, so I got some cleaner out, cleaned it up, and put a coat of wax on it.
There you go. You have a nice strong signal today with great modulation.
Yeah, I'm on the 9100 or the 9700 today.
sounding strong.
Are you doing the Bozo Net tomorrow night?
Yes, sir. Always do it on Sundays. For Pat and John Jim and Mike do it during the week. So I do it Sundays. But yeah, I will be out there.
Excellent. I'll try to check in. I think I checked in last Sunday, but I didn't check in for a couple Sundays.
Yeah, I always try to start towards the northwest for me, which is Salisbury, Long Beach, down East Reno, those areas, and I kind of work my way to the right, go north and northeast. You'll end up down in San Diego, then come back up and do it again.
Appreciate that, Dave. I remember when I first started with Bozo, whoever's doing it, they started up north first and they worked themselves down to Orange County, LA County, like 30, 40 minutes into it. And so I like checking it at the very beginning,
Well, to me, I think that, no more than fair, because I kind of live in the middle. I'm, Beach and Lansing Avenue here, Garden Road, and most of the people that, check in, they're LA, Orange County, and, Palos Verdes, and, like Larry and 9QE, and, you guys, and the rest of them are kind of like, Orange County, San Bernardino, so, and there's a couple in San Diego. So, anyhow, that's what I try to do.
Yeah, I don't mean to sound selfish, but the majority, like you just said, are LA, Orange County, so it makes sense to give them the first dibs, I guess.
What's the average check-ins on a Sunday night, an average Sunday night for you on the Bozo Net?
Average runs anywhere from about 28 to 35.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, Wednesday, I think they just hit 40 this past Wednesday. So, normally, it's picked up, and we've been out there trying to tell more people, and I've been out there trying to. A lot of people don't have sideband; they only have FM, so it makes it difficult, and for a lot of people to get out there and do that.
Totally understand, and for those watching you on YouTube right now, David is the net control operator for the Bozo Net. His call sign is KB6VAN. He's located in Garden Grove, and the Bozo Net's on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. on 144.240. That's 144.240 upper sideband. So maybe if someone's watching in Southern California and doesn't know about it, now you do.
Yeah, very good. I enjoy you guys doing that. I mean, there's a lot of people that get out there and listen to, Facebook and YouTube and all those, and that's great that that's being introduced to those areas.
Yeah, originally I just wanted to do this for so the guys can listen to their signal, and now I'm kind of like trying to promote sideband use a little bit. I really like the way sideband sounds personally, and I really enjoy talking simplex, and I don't have a general or extra license, so I don't have the privileges on the HF band. So this is, for me, the next greatest thing that I can do, and it's nice to talk to local people and talk about local issues, and we can hear each other, a little better. In some cases, we don't have to worry about conditions being in and out and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I like 2-meter sideband.
Yeah, some years ago, right after I got licensed in 1988, the wife and I both did. About, I'm going to say probably early 90s. One of my first radios was the K6EGG 736R, the multi-band one. And I think I had about 160 watts I was using on that, and I was running a Chris-Craft 13V2. And I used to talk to a gentleman, which is past now, that used to work on commercial vessels, and he was a ham, and we, wherever he was at, several thousands of miles away, we used to have a schedule. We'd get in and talk to one another, and there was roughly around 14 of us in a round table at that time.
Yeah, it's so much different now. I can just jump on my phone and just text a couple guys, hey, I'm going to jump on frequency. So, back in the day, you guys had to organize a little better, it sounds like, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's organized better, but, there was a group of us, that got together. And most of them are older than I am, and, I'm 72, and, most of them are all passed away, but Ed W6IPT, which passed away here I think last year, but he was a fisherman. He was based out of San Diego, but he'd be on trawlers and things of that nature up in the radio room, and he had a 2-meter rig on the ship that he was on, and when he'd travel, through the different canals and stuff. And the only thing he didn't do was give out QSL cards, but it would have been nice to have that at that time.
Oh yeah, that'd be totally cool.
Hey Dave, I got a question for you on the BozoNet. If somebody were to pass away, does that number stay good, or do they give it out to somebody else?
Well, it stays up for about a month, and then later on it's reissued. Okay. And isn't the BozoNet up to roughly 900 plus right now? Yeah, it is. They are giving out some, 1,000 numbers up north. Mike K6MYC up in DMO6. They've issued out a couple of, 1,000 numbers, but I think we're up to 908 right now. So there's a different net time and different spot for Northern Cal. Is that how that works? Well, we start ours at 7. They start theirs normally at 7:30. And the reason being is, we used to give our numbers. We used to start at 7:30 as well. We used to do an early check-in starting at 7 o'clock, and by the time 7:30 rolled around, everybody was almost checked in. And then, we had to wait around till like about 8:30 when Mike K6MYC would turn around, and we tried to give him the numbers. And, depending on conditions, we couldn't get them passed. So now we start ours at 7:30. Start ours at 7 o'clock and run till 8, and then we just email the numbers up to Mike. Well, that's pretty efficient. That makes sense. Yeah, it's a lot easier on us. We don't have to stick around to 8:30, 9 o'clock. Oh yeah, that'd burn out 2 full hours roughly if you're, working the net. Yeah, so anyway, that's what, the BozoNet's about. And, for other people that have 432 and 1296, there's nets there as well. Yeah, I've done the 440 net once or twice when I first got my Bozo number, but it's not near as busy as the Sunday and the Wednesday net. Ralph K6TFK, he runs a lot of nets, to tell you the truth. He also runs a 220 net, and he's got a 75-meter net that he runs, and he has another one during the week up on, I think it's 40 meters. But yeah, he runs the net on Thursday night for 432, and then he runs the Friday net on 1296.
Roger that. I mean, the times I did it just seemed like it was slower. I could be wrong, but that's just the experience I had back then.
Well, there's not as many check-ins on that, either one of those nets. Even the 220,
Turn some filters off.
There may be like 10 or 12 that I remember seeing that's checked in, and you know, not a lot of people have 220 sideband either.
Right, I have a little rig that has 220, but it doesn't have sideband.
I had a quick question for you, David.
Sure, I'll try to answer.
Who is the guy that used to do the Wednesday nets for Bozo that lived in Claremont? Is he still around?
Lives in Claremont. I'm not sure who you're thinking of. Do you have a call? Do you remember a call?
I can't remember, but I remember he used to point his beam at like Baldy and try to bounce off it to get more people, if that sounds familiar.
You may be thinking of Pat, W6PMD, that lives in Gavilan Hills?
No, it's not Pat. It was somebody in Claremont, I thought.
Well, see, Jim in 6OVA lives basically that area, but and then Mike, but no, I can't think of it. Those are the only ones that I remember.
How long have you been on the Bozo net?
Well, I've been doing this 2, 3, maybe 4 years, or 3 years, well, at least a good 3 years. I used to run it when David, the original person, started the Weak Signal Society, which was KI6FF. And so he's basically number one all check-ins, because he was basically the founder of it. And when the Weak Signal Society kind of squiggled off, they opened up the Bozo net.
Is he an SK?
Yes, he is.
I think I remember hearing that call sign somewhere, and I can't remember where. Maybe it was at the Bozo net of all things.
Him and his wife lived in Westminster.
How long ago did he pass away?
Oh, it's been quite a few years.
Yeah, I don't remember him. I don't remember hearing him on the radio. I remember people talking about him. I didn't know until recently. I think he passed away, but I wasn't 100% sure. But he started something good with the Bozo net. I mean, look at it now.
Yeah, one of the other founders that started the Bozo net was Chuck. Let's see, N6EGG, and then there was another Pat. I can't think of. They both lived up in Lake LA and in that area.
I'm just looking on you guys' website, and they have my name spelled wrong, but that's all good. I spell it with 2 G's, Greg, G-R-E-G-G.
Well, they should have recognized that when we pass it to them. You know, maybe they don't look it up. I try to look everything up, and before I give them any, you know, whoever checks in, we give a number out. I look it up on QRZ, and then I give them the number and the name, you know, and what grid square you're in, and that kind of stuff. So, anyway, we could probably get it corrected.
No, it doesn't matter. I just noticed the website. I remember seeing a website a couple years ago, but I went to it. I tried to go to it a couple months ago, and it was a dead link.
Yeah, they've updated the web page where it should say we start down at 7 here and the central northwest areas on Sundays and start at 7:30.
Excellent. This is just like a TV interview here. We had a lot of questions for you. Keith, do you have anything you want to ask?
Yeah. Hey, Dave, when you sell some ham stuff here and there, do you put out a list or something, or when you have things for sale, how people know what you have? You just have to ask you, or what's the e-ticket?
Well, I used to do swap meets. That's basically how it used to go. Used to do TRW, used to do Claremont swap meets. But here lately it's just the weekend 7240 net, which that'll be on tomorrow as well as it was on today. And then sometimes I would put it on the weekday swap net is on 7235, or I get on Catalina. They have a net, and I've listed stuff there. But basically, it's word of mouth, or if I happen to hear somebody looking for something, I kind of keep my ear out, or if I have something, then I kind of email them. I don't do it over the air.
Do you think they'll start opening up the TRW swap meet again soon?
Well, I was up on the website. They said they weren't going to do it this year, so maybe next year. Who knows?
That's too bad, because I've never been there, because I left and just got back into it like around September. But is it outdoor?
Well, KD6EGG again. Yes, it is. It was in the parking lot on the corner of, was it Aviation and Marine? So for me, I used to leave here at 5:45 in the morning, get there about 6:15. And the sellers, they used to check, you'd have to get a permit to get in, for the parking spots. They used to be $15. And I had two, so I would just pull in and come out the tail end of the truck into the other space. Through the years before that, I had 3 spaces, so they used to, I'm a member of the Catalina Repeater Association, and when they stopped doing it, I picked it up, and then I did it there for 6-7 years, and I took it over from them, so it's been a long haul there. When they stopped doing it, they finally sent me my money that I had 2 months till they sent me my money back from that. So I don't know when they're going to open it back up.
Yeah, I thought it was outdoors. I wish they'd just get it going again, since it is outdoors. I mean, CDC says we don't even have to wear masks anymore if we're vaccinated with a mask, you know what I mean? So I'll open that thing up. Let's get it going.
Yeah, that would be nice, but I still have a few little trinkets over here that from John W860 that passed away this past Christmas. I got a couple of his radios over here and things still, but the majority of it, the TE system amplifier, mic. Bought that and some other stuff that was 2-meter related with those, and but I still have a few things, and it's just they're bigger ticket items, and people still don't have a lot of money yet.
You had a TE Systems amp, 2-meter amp?
Yeah, I did, and then once because my KE6EXO, that helps run on the Bozo. he was interested in it, and so when I got it, I checked it out and told him sent him an email, told him I had it, and so we got a deal going, and he came and picked it up, and the money went to John's wife, Beverly.
There's a break.
Too, if he's helping out with the bozo net, so that's good stuff.
There's a break.
Yeah, the break.
Hey, it's Andy on my little cheap laptop. Is this thing working okay?
Yeah, you're working fine, man. I hear you good.
Same here, Andy.
Does the audio sound like I'm using a cheap laptop?
Absolutely not.
Very cool. Well, I didn't mean to butt in, but I appreciate the help. I got it hooked up, and I'm pretty impressed.
It's very easy, isn't it?
Crazy easy, if I can figure it out.
When you finish the manual, send it to me so I can learn.
All I know is I didn't think it was taking, and then I shut the app down or whatever, opened it back up, and everything was there. It was connected to the radio, so pretty cool.
What mic are you using?
Just whatever the built-in mic is on this Acer
computer thing.
You sound awesome.
Right on. Thanks, guys. I don't want to interrupt. I'm going to go back to tinkering with a couple of little things, but I'm listening by AJ6BE.
Never interrupting. That's what the station's all about, doing radio checks and so forth. So it's good to hear you, Andy.
Yeah, take a look at the stream and see you can hear for yourself.
Hey, Greg, is your mic set the same way as it was yesterday?
Fred tried to talk me into changing my EQ a little bit, but I think I set it back.
From what I remember, you sound a lot more bassy today instead of as crisp as you were yesterday to me. That's just my take.
Let me take a look. I actually turned down the bass, and he said the same thing that I sounded bassy.
Yesterday, man, you sounded so crystal clear. You sounded like, FM studio.
Yeah, it was still set. How's that? Is that better now?
Yeah, give me a 5 count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the beautiful city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport, where the Plains of Fame Air Museum is located.
Yeah, I feel it's a little more crisp. Dave, what's your take? He must have left us. I feel it sounds a little more crisp now.
Thank you for letting me know. I think I did opposite EQ what he asked, so maybe that's why I probably made it worse.
Yeah, you'll be able to listen to it for yourself and let so you can figure out if you like it better or not. But I'm going to be back like 30 seconds. I need to get some water. I'm like parched right now.
No, you're not allowed to go anywhere. This is a prison.
You're doing a Fred on me, huh?
Oh, come on, Keith. Come on, Keith. David, can't remember your name. Sorry, your caller, KB6VAN. Sorry, you still there?
Yes, sir. Out to you a little bit so I could hear you.
Sorry, Andy hopped in there. There's some new software that you can remote your Icom. I think it does Yaesu too. radio, and it's free, and it's like super simple to set up, and it sounds really good. So he was testing that out.
To what? Remote the audio?
Yeah, you can remote the audio, and you can remote the frequency and stuff, so you can control everything remotely. And it's on a free site right now.
How interesting. So is that remoted through the phone or computer or something like that?
I believe he used the 9700, and he remoted. I just connected to mine mistakenly. I got to disconnect. Basically, the 9700 becomes a server, so you don't have to connect to a computer.
Well, that'd be interesting. I wouldn't mind taking a look at that. I don't think I'd probably use it, but it'd be something I'd probably look at.
For somebody that like myself that travels, that will be awesome. I had the Icom software. I forget what it's called, but it's only Windows based. This other software will do Linux, Apple, and Windows. So I just hooked it into my Windows computer and had it going in like 30 seconds. So I mean, it was the easiest thing. But the Icom software, it's like really clunky delay. There's a lot of delay in it, and it's like you hit the transmit button, and sometimes it doesn't transmit. Sometimes it stays transmitting, and it's just not very user friendly, at least in my eyes.
All right. Well, sounds good. I don't know, a year or so ago, I bought all the stuff I was gonna. I got a couple of Icom 7000s, and I was gonna do a remote base on my end, because you can sign up for remotehams.com, and then once you get logged in there and you send them a copy of your license, you can use somebody else's radio once you get permission from that person. And I was going to set one of those up so I can, if the wife and I take off and go anywhere, I can just access my computer and remote my base.
I think Fred or somebody was talking about that a couple months ago, if I recall. Maybe it was Andy. I can't remember. They were talking about that.
remotehams.com, and I have it, and I got permission from two different people. One of them, they're both kind of, one's up on CM98, and the other one's out to Loma, I believe it is. And I can go on there and go through, use their radio. And, with my general class license, stay in my class, and then, I can use their radio and talk, wherever I want to talk.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing with the technology now. I know for me, just being able to listen when I was gone was great. Now I can control my radio and have full functionality over it and sit in my hotel room 2,500 miles away. That's something just awesome.
Yeah, well, some years ago, I didn't have a remote, but I picked up the D-Star 9100, and the wife and I took that the cruise that went up through the Panama Canal and stuff, and I took a handheld. But I loaded up some D-Star repeaters into the radio, and I was able to hit most of the D-Star repeaters aboard ship, and I was able to talk back to California.
You just use the Wi-Fi on the ship?
No. Yeah, I was using the handheld and hitting repeaters that were on land.
Oh, wow. That's pretty crazy. Oh, then again, you're going through the canal, so you have hilltops nearby.
Well, yeah, basically the water was like a ground plane,
For those of you just tuning in, don't forget to hit the subscriber button there. I'm just talking to a couple local people here in the Southern California area.
RemoteHams.com. I never heard of that before.
It's pretty cool. We just sit here and talk, just rag chew a little bit, and we try to help each other out with their radios and adjusting their audio and stuff. This was the original reason why to have it. And now kind of promote sideband. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll get back to it.
Of your license. So, you take a picture, download that to your laptop or your computer, and then, move that over to that, and then it'll take maybe a day or two, maybe, and then they'll give you access to that system.
Interesting. I'll have to dig into this further down the road.
And it's not only there, once you get, it covers Japan, France, all over the world. But yeah, once you get permission from that person, then you're able to, use their radios. And most of them that I found, they will say that you have to become a member before, you're allowed to use it, which I think that's ridiculous. But that's what they do. But yeah, there's a few out there that will let you use their radio once you get permission.
Something I'm gonna kind of mess with. I'm not too into the digital thing, but I want to try to get my hands in and dip my feet in the waters of D-Star.
Yeah, check out, I'm a member of the PAPA system, and, you can check out their site. You can sign up to be a guest. I don't know how long that is, maybe a month or 2 months. But yeah, you can do that, and then once you're a guest, you do have some privileges. You can, you can get a list of all the repeaters and stuff there.
Yeah, they have a pretty good network here in Southern California. I have it on my V71 when I go mobile. I'll put it on scan, and it's kind of cool. I can go into different areas, and it works pretty much everywhere, all the way up into the high desert. So it's a pretty impressive system. I think it goes into San Diego, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, it does. It's pretty well covered everywhere. Once you get over there, you can, there's a couple of maps in there that kind of shows the basic areas where all the repeaters are located.
Yeah, I remember being on the site briefly a couple months ago. I'll have to check it out. I don't do much repeater talking, but having a D-Star capability might be nice.
Yeah, another thing that I'm slowly getting into is the C4FM version, and then with that comes with Wires X, and then Wires X you have to, once you get a radio, what is this? Here's the Yaesu, the FTM 100G, so it's 2-meter 440 mobile, and it's capable of Wires X, and that's another ball game.
I've never even heard of Wires X. This is Greg, K6EGG for ID.
So yeah, you look that one up. That's another ball game in itself too. Well, once I got this, the club, Catalina, has a couple people that have Wires X. So once you get that, you get onto Yaesu website and you sign up there, and in a couple of days, Yaesu will give you a confirmation number and a room number. And so you make sure you write that down and keep it, and then you can access Wires X, and then again you can talk all over the world. Plus you have a room of your own. So if you have other people that are friends and family, that are hams, you can give them, your room, and you can go sit there and talk and talk and talk.
The technology these days is just amazes me now. How you can talk to basically anywhere in the country or world for that matter, instantaneously with your ham radio.
My waterfall was like going off down below, so I went and checked it out just now. It was 144, right around 200, I think. It was Phil from Cyprus. I'm sorry, from Cerritos. And he was talking about this. He was talking to some gentleman. I didn't catch who he was talking to, but he was talking about this frequency, about coming up here. There's a bunch of group of guys that talks up here, blah, blah, blah. So he was promoting this frequency. It was pretty good.
Excellent. I hope he comes aboard. Maybe even checks into the Bozo net.
Yeah, if you don't have a Bozo number, we will issue them one tomorrow or Wednesday.
So, David, do you have a preference over Yaesu, digital over DMR versus D-Star?
Well, no, not really. I don't do a lot of DMR. The club has a DMR repeater, and they're, once the conditions are good, they're going to move it from I think Contractor's Peak over to the island, and then I think they're going to, put some wattage behind it. So the C4 FM will be over there. But it's they're all different modes, but no, I don't have a preference. But again, most of my radios over here are my base radios are mostly all Icom.
It seems like D-Star is a little more complicated, or more, there's more steps to get signs up and registered compared to the Yaesu.
Well, yeah, you're right, there is. D-Star was the first one that came out. And of course, Yaesu had to come up with, C4FM for another digital mode. So, yeah, I mean, there is more steps. You have to get registered, through, I think you can still get registered through HRO over here. I thought I was registered at one time, and when I joined Papa, I found out that I wasn't, so they helped me get that straightened out and get me registered, so, and then I joined them.
Yeah, I remember when I signed up, it was a couple of months ago, and I was going to go to St. George, Utah for a week, so I was trying to get signed up so I could talk down here, hopefully on D-Star. And so I actually signed up not knowing much what was any better to a place up there that way instead of down to HRO. And I got an email saying wait for the next email, which never happened.
Well, they get a little bit behind. I mean, you can't set. I mean, it's all volunteers over there, so you may have to send a reminder once in a while because everything's volunteer. Nobody's getting paid over there.
Right. That's what happened was, so I did send an email saying, hey, I haven't gotten the second email. He goes, you're not going to get a second email. You're registered. You're on. So it's like, okay.
Well, see, if you didn't send the second one, you'd never know that.
I know, but it happened after the fact of my little vacation, so I never got it going. But next year, if I go to St. George, Utah, hopefully I'll be up and running where it'll work just fine.
Hey guys, I think I'm going to call it a night here. I'm going to try to jump on tomorrow night or late tomorrow afternoon, early evening, and do some Bozo net, maybe go up to 270. So you guys have a good evening. Got to get up a beautiful 4 a.m., so have a good night. K6EGG.
Channel and one of the other ones I signed up for.
73's Greg, AJ6BE.
Anything interesting up there, and nice to hear everybody out here, and nice
to everybody.
This is being rebroadcasted, and so whoever's listening, this is David, KB6VAN. I will be neck control tomorrow evening at 7 to 8 on the Bozo net. If you don't have a Bozo, please come over there and get one. We'll be happy to give you one. And if you need to, we can get tattoos sent out too as well.
All right, Dave, take care. I heard Greg saying he's going to be calling tonight too. So we'll see y'all later. This is WA6QXA Keith.
73's guys, AJ6BE.
See you later, David, N9QE.
Take care, Larry.
Hey, good night, Larry.
So that was just some local 2-meter sideband traffic here in Southern California. Tried to do this as much as I stream as much as I can. So anybody out there listening on the stream tonight that's not subscribed or maybe interested in this and are watching this later, just go ahead and hit that subscriber button, which is somewhere down this way, I think. Pretty cool little thing we're doing here. We're trying to do here. Just try to promote 2-meter sideband and who's out there and stuff. We've gotten a couple people that have followed a link off of, believe, Facebook and followed us over here. At least 2 or 3 people. So it's good to hear some new people out there, and I hope more people join in. So everybody, you guys have a good night. I'm going to be back tomorrow afternoon, California time, hopefully around 5:30 or 6 p.m. Pacific time. So take care. Have a good night. K6EGG. See ya.